Did you know that 80% of readers say they'll stop reading a book if they don't connect with the main character? That's right, your character's ability to make or break a story is more important than you think. Whether readers love or hate your characters, their emotional investment is key to your success. But how do you create characters that leave a lasting impact? It's not about making them perfect or predictable, it's about giving them depth, complexity, and a story that speaks to your readers' emotions. In this video, I'll show you how to build characters who grab attention and don't let go. You'll learn simple yet powerful strategies to make your characters relatable, memorable, and even controversial. We'll explore the secrets behind making readers cheer for your heroes, or root for their downfall. Whether you're a writer looking to improve your craft or just someone curious about the psychology of characters, this is your guide to mastering character creation. Ready to dive in? Let's make your characters unforgettable. Chapter 1: Mastering the Art of Empathy. Crafting relatable heroes and villains. Creating characters that readers can connect with is the first step in making them love or hate those characters. Readers are naturally drawn to characters they can understand on an emotional level. In his book The Emotional Craft of Fiction, Donald Mars emphasizes that emotional connections are the heartbeat of storytelling. Readers don't just want to know what happens, they want to feel it, Mars says. So, how do you make a character truly relatable? You need to start with empathy. Imagine your character's world from their perspective. What do they fear? What do they long for? Use these emotional drivers to form connections with your readers. By making your character's struggles real, you can ensure that they're not just part of the story, they become part of your reader's emotional experience. Characters with depth, with vulnerabilities, can be loved for their humanity. Whether they're heroes or anti-heroes, empathy is the bridge to their hearts. Chapter 2: The Secret Recipe. Flaws plus strengths equals compelling characters. One of the secrets to creating memorable characters is balance. Characters that are too perfect end up feeling flat, while characters with too many flaws risk being unrelatable or unlikable. A powerful strategy is blending strengths with flaws. Take, for example, Sherlock Holmes. His incredible intelligence is balanced by his social awkwardness and lack of empathy. These flaws make him intriguing, and his strengths keep readers hooked. In fact, studies in psychology suggest that we're drawn to characters who remind us of ourselves, people who have both strengths and imperfections. A hero who makes mistakes but ultimately grows stronger is someone readers root for. This is why perfect heroes like Superman are harder to connect with. They don't struggle enough to make their victories feel earned. Aim for the sweet spot, characters who are complex and multi-dimensional. Give them both power and weakness. When readers see themselves reflected in your character's flaws and victories, they'll care deeply about what happens to them. Chapter 3: The Power of Backstory. Why every hero, or villain, needs a dark past. Every character is shaped by their past. It's crucial to give your characters histories that inform their decisions, fears, and motivations. A strong backstory not only makes a character believable but also adds layers to their personality. For example, take Darth Vader from Star Wars. His descent into darkness doesn't happen overnight. It's shaped by the pain and loss he experienced earlier in life. A well-developed backstory gives your character depth, and this complexity can make them both loved and hated in equal measure. According to author Kira Ann Pelican in The Making of a Character, the darker the past, the more fascinating the journey toward redemption, or destruction, becomes. Think of your character's past as a hidden treasure chest. The more you reveal, the more readers will understand the character's actions. Whether it's a tragic loss or a betrayal, this past can explain why a character behaves the way they do and make them either sympathetic or detestable. Don't be afraid to make their backstory complicated. The richer the history, the more real they will feel. If you're finding this helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on more storytelling tips. Chapter 4: Contrast is King. How your supporting cast can make or break your leader. Character is often defined by the people around them. Supporting characters are essential for bringing out the best and worst in your protagonist or antagonist. Think of Harry Potter and his friends. Ron and Hermione's contrasting personalities to Harry's heroism add dimension to his character. Without these contrasts, Harry would seem like a typical lone hero, but instead, his relationships create growth and challenges. This dynamic makes him relatable and real. The same applies to villains. A villain like the Joker, in contrast to Batman, is more than just evil. He's chaotic, unpredictable, and yet oddly compelling. According to story by Robert McKee, a strong supporting cast can be the lens through which we see the main character's true qualities. Your secondary characters will highlight key aspects of your protagonist's personality. Whether they're creating conflict or offering support, these characters can amplify emotions and give your main character a richer, fuller narrative. Contrast is not just about conflict, it's about bringing out the emotional nuances that make the story memorable. Chapter 5: Unexpected Twists. How to turn the tables on your reader's emotions. Sometimes, the most powerful way to manipulate your reader's feelings is by pulling the rug out from under them. Unexpected twists, especially when it comes to character development, can make your audience reevaluate everything they thought they knew. Consider a character who appears to be an untrustworthy villain, only for the reader to later discover a tragic motive behind their actions. This twist humanizes them, making the reader feel sympathy. On the flip side, a hero who seems perfect may later show a darker, more corrupt side, making readers question their initial attachment to the character. In The Writer's Journey, Christopher Vogler discusses how the transformation of a character is not always linear. In fact, characters that evolve in unexpected ways are often the ones readers love or hate the most. By flipping the reader's emotional perspective, you deepen their engagement. When done right, these twists will have your readers questioning their allegiance, keeping them hooked to the very end. Surprising emotional shifts are often what make a character unforgettable. Chapter 6: The Love-Hate Cycle. Creating characters who keep readers coming back. Great characters don't just evoke love or hate, they keep readers coming back for more. Think of the love-hate relationships in literature like that of Holden Caulfield in The Catcher in the Rye or Walter White in Breaking Bad. These characters challenge readers' emotions throughout the story, making them wrestle with their feelings and expectations. It's the unpredictability of their actions that draws readers in, causing them to question, what will they do next? This constant back and forth keeps readers emotionally invested in the character's journey. A character who is loved and hated in equal measure feels alive because, like real people, they're complicated. In Steering the Craft, Ursula K. Le Guin writes, "The best characters are not static, they grow, falter, and sometimes fall. It's this growth, combined with their flaws and virtues, that creates a cycle of love and hate." By balancing both sides, you ensure your characters will not just be remembered, they'll be discussed, debated, and cherished long after the story ends. The emotional rollercoaster they take your readers on is what keeps them coming back for more. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to continue mastering the art of storytelling. By focusing on these strategies, you'll be able to create characters that aren't just part of your plot, they'll be the heart of your story. Whether loved or hated, the goal is to make your audience care deeply about what happens to them.